Hello and welcome to Amigos IAS. I am Adnan. In today's segment, we will discuss Blue Economy 2.0. So, the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, in her speech on interim budget, has announced some initiatives for Blue Economy 2.0. So, in this backdrop, let's try to understand what is Blue Economy and what are the government initiatives for that. So, let's read from this. First things first, the speech of the Finance Minister laid emphasis on the aspect of India's economic power. That means maritime power is also an important aspect of economic power. So in this speech, the finance minister was discussing climate resilient activities and sustainable development in the coastal areas. So for that, we need to understand what is the extent of coastal areas in India and what is India's maritime power. So the scheme Blue Economy 2.0 will focus on restoration and adaptation measures as well as expansion of coastal aquaculture and mariculture, and there should be integrated and multi-sectoral approach. So what does this mean? So integrated approach here means we talk about the maritime resources, we have aquaculture, we have marine culture, and apart from that we also have initiatives to harness the wind power. And apart from that, we also use the resources for the livelihoods of the farmers and the people. So we have to integrate all these components together. That is why we are saying here, the point here is what? The point is talking about the multi-sectoral initiatives here and restoration and adaptation measures for the expansion of the coastal aquaculture. Already we have a scheme called Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, and this scheme talks about the enhancing the productivity of aquaculture. That means the Government of India, the Department of Fisheries, has launched this scheme in 2020. In 2020, this scheme was launched. And for the next 5 years, our target was to enhance the aquaculture productivity, which is also going to enhance the economic employment of the fishermen or the farmers. For that purpose, this scheme is there. And as you can see, the government has announced that from the existing 3 to 5 tons per hectare, that is the productivity which has increased. And also, the exports have been doubled from 1 lakh crores to 1 lakh crores, and 55 lakh employment opportunities are going to be created from this sector alone in the near future. But before that, okay, see this photograph talking about depicting the aquaculture, guys. And now let's come to the main aspect here. What is the meaning of this word called blue economy? So blue economy means something, economy is there here. Economic activities in the oceans or in the seas or in the coastal areas. So there is an element of sustainability, means what? Natural resources are not unlimited. We need to use them, but we also used to use them sustainably so that they will be replenishing again and we can use them again. Fine. So the European Commission, the powerful body of the European Union, it defines blue economy as all economic activities related to oceans, seas and coasts. And also there are several interlinked, established and emerging sectors like tourism also is there, renewable energy is there. What about World Bank? World Bank says blue economy is the sustainable use of ocean resources for the economic growth, improved livelihoods, jobs, as well as preserving the health of the ocean ecosystems. And India has, as we know, a long coastline is there, diversity of fishes are there, and lot of people are dependent on the ocean. And tourism opportunities also are there, which also will generate employment and also boost the economy. So in this aspect, it is very essential for India to have a proper policy with regards to the harvesting of these marine resources. And also, let us see some of the important statistics here. India's coastline is around 7.5 thousand kilometers. There are roughly around 1,382 islands, and as many as 9 states have the coastal zones in India. Fine. And there are 12 major ports in India handling 1,400 million tons of cargo each year. That's a big number. And India has total 199 ports. India's exclusive economic zone, that is 200 nautical miles area. Okay, it has the range of around 2 million square kilometers where we can use or you can use those or harness those economic zones. That means around 200 nautical miles from India's coast. That is the area which India can harvest. Okay, and it has crude oil, natural gas and lot of marine organisms as well. So a boost to Indian blue economy is anticipated to further development of 4 million fisher folk and coastal communities who rely on these sources. That is 40 lakh people rely on these coastal areas. and we need to enhance their livelihood opportunities without compromising the sustainability of those marine ecosystems. That is the main goal here. So let us now see what are the other missions also with regards to this blue economy. Deep Ocean Mission, already Ministry of Earth Sciences has launched this in the 2021, and this is to boost India's maritime infrastructure. Deep Ocean always has lot of reserves, lot of resources it has. We need to harness the potential of those. So the ministry has rolled out the draft blue economy policy also regarding the how to approach this aspect. Fine. At the next segment here, recently there was a global maritime summit in which the Prime Minister has announced some of the projects, like it's given here around 23,000 crore projects, okay, worth project has been announced recently in the global maritime summit which was held in India, okay, fine. And in this aspect, see, over 300 MOUs also were signed worth 7 trillion, okay, in the maritime sector. If they operationalize, it is going to really boost India's economy. And these projects are aligned with India's aim of Vixit Bharat, which is nothing but India is aiming to become a developed country by 2047. That's the goal here. Vikasit Bharat is one of the buzzwords which is very much in news. So try to read up on all those initiatives Government of India is announcing with respect to Vikasit Bharat. What are the different projects, what are the different schemes Government of India is launching to make India as a developed country by 2047. Fine. And the next aspect here, apart from this, there is also Blue Economy Vision 2005, which is announced by a trade body, okay, which is an NGO, FICCI, Federation of the Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. That means industry also is an important stakeholder when it comes to the maritime sector, because they will be given projects, right? If Indian government wants to harness the, let's say the maritime sector is there. India has a target of net zero emissions by 2070. For that, we need to harness renewable energy, and you can use offshore wind farms for that. So industry is also a very important partner for India to attain its climate goals, to attain its INDCs, what India has promised in the COP summits. So that is why we need a collaboration of government, industries and civil society in order to achieve the goals of this Blue Economy 2.0. So that is the learning point from this particular segment. So do read up more on these issues, and also try to track all the developments with respect to the maritime zones. And you can also link this with other aspects as well. For example, we need to secure the sea lanes of communication, and otherwise there is no use of having all these initiatives. So security of the sea lanes also is very important, and Indian Coast Guard will be providing protection for all these sea lanes. So that's it for this particular session. If you have any questions, please post in the comments. Thank you for watching Amigos IAS.